actually do something later, but I don't want to do it.
Oh,
Go over here. Go into that. Go back to this. Go back to this. Turn my volume down so I don't have any echoing going on. Oh, Greg!
I'll be back. I'll be back. Let me
Yeah.
see what this does.
That's funny.
I was getting ready to click on the notification tab.
So we just lost Chris. Oh wow! Why did that? Wow. There's the Vel. That's cool. That works. There we go. That's much better. So Chris is back. Did that fix your issue?
Okay. Logging out, logging back in, fixed it.
Okay.
I
Good.
don't know what it was.
Oh, who knows? I don't know if logging out and logging back in would fix my issue or not. I'll try it later. I'll give it a shot. I mean, it's
essentially
clearly worth trying. Got nothing to lose, right? At least that's the way I look at it. Oh,
there
shoot.
you go, Ken. It's in the Zoom chat.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to Michael Fryer. I
just put the video up.
Oh, okay. No, I'll bring it up.
It looks like Prism Live Studio will be a little bit easier to work with.
The shadow knows.
There's not so many stuff you have to go through to set it up. So it looks like it'll be a little bit easier.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'm gonna go ahead and start Logitunes and get myself zoomed in here a little bit. Possibly, maybe. I don't know if it will or not. I'm just gonna sit right here and see what happens when it fires up. Oh yeah, clearly that zoomed in too much. So now I got to go figure out which camera it is. Oh, there's an update. Oh, okay. Let me update that. And there's Mr. Ryman. Hey, Jeff.
Hey,
Mr. Ryman. Hey, Jeff.
oh, somebody else. Hey, that's how I am too. When I come into Zoom, I listened to the YouTube for a while. I'll see if you guys are talking trash about me, and then I'll join the Zoom chat just so I can.
Nah, we wouldn't talk crap about you.
At least while you were there.
Exactly. I mean, we'll wait for you. It's only fair. Good to see Jeff. Good to see Sean. Good to see Chris.
Well,
good to see Jeff.
YouTube's been sucking tonight. I don't know why. I had to actually clear my history in Firefox and reboot the computer, and then it connected. I don't know what the hell's going on.
You know what I liked about YouTube? They at first, like a couple months ago, they made it to where you can't turn off autoplay. You know, they made it to where they made an announcement on YouTube that it was going to be where you can't turn it off. It'll just autoplay all your videos, and then they came back out and said, "Oh, we're going to make it so you can turn it off again."
You know what I like about YouTube?
I've always been able to turn it off.
Not much these days.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Chris is green. Chris, you are green. It's got to be your lighting from your screen.
Well, either that or he'd had something really bad for supper.
Yeah, possibility. I'm gonna go with it's a screen color.
I'm not worried about it.
You're feeling
No,
okay, right?
You did get to the barber at some point, Chris.
I did.
No, I think Max bit him, and now he's got a lime green disease because Max bit him.
No, Max ain't bit me.
So autoplay sucks. I have to turn it off manually all the time, along with the annotations. Yeah, I've noticed every now and then mine will start to, and I just turn it off and go on.
Whenever I start it up, it's on.
You
know, and I didn't switch over automatically from Doug's to yours this morning, and Doug thinks that's because I turn autoplay off.
Could be. Yeah, that could be.
And that may be true, and if it is, that's fine. I'll just do it. It doesn't hurt me to click once to get to your morning video.
Yeah. So I'm going to really mess this up and go ahead and move this camera back to where I think it should be. Yeah, that really didn't
I'll
help
be
anything.
in and out here a little bit. I'll be in the room, but I'm updating some stuff on my old machine. I won't be hiding.
Now the Zoom works pretty good.
Haven't had any problems today.
Wish I could say that. I really
Well,
do
I've been
wish I
having
could say.
this on and off for some time. It'll be working fine, and then I'll click on a video, and it said I'm not on the internet.
Yeah, I have had that.
Still logged into Google, and I can do other things on Google. So I don't know what the hell's with YouTube.
Well, I'll get the night started right. We'll just get Greg's migraine going really early tonight.
Ah, Jesus.
It
Here we
won't
go.
be DaVinci Resolve though. So at least you got that working for you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring up this, and then I'll bring up YouTube, and then we'll go to I don't know. Let's go into my history, and then we'll go see. Here's the one Josh uploaded earlier today. We'll bring that up. So you see how it's buffering to start? If I were to go ahead, if I were to go over here and like want to move it forward, well, there, of course it worked there. But every time I was changing it from like here to like in here, it would sit there and buffer. I mean, just let me see if I can get one to do that. Bring this one up. See how it's buffering to begin, and then now it's playing. So if I go little increments, it's fine. But if I take a huge chunk, oh, I'll be damned. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. That wasn't too bad though. That was only about 2 seconds. Usually it's about a minute or so. So maybe, I don't know, maybe internet traffic, maybe who knows what. Well, I sure hope I don't get a copyright violation from Josh. All right, let me go ahead and get back to normal here. If there is such a thing. So I have
Yeah, I was getting ready to have a brain freeze from this ice cream.
Yeah, every time she eats ice cream, she gets brain freezes. I've got a Mrs. Ken.
Ken,
Yes.
see that looks actually a little bit more simple.
You can set that up in OBS. I just don't do it. It's confusing.
Normal is a town in the country of Magnesia. That's where the milk comes from. The milk of magnesia.
Tastes like it comes from the chalk bed someplace.
Good. LD comes up with a very good suggestion. By the way, good evening, LD. Good to see you. Darren Gilholm's with us at 4 o'clock in the morning in his neck of the woods. Good to see Darren. Long Dog says, maybe I should open up the task manager and get ready to monitor when your hard drive is doing CPUs when I have that. A very good idea. I never even thought about that. Good idea. So let me get my... This is not a dad joke, okay? This is a Mrs. K joke. Not much difference. All right, Peanut Gallery, be quiet. So, do you know what the difference between a lawyer and a doctor is?
Both have licenses.
The difference is, remember, this is her joke, not mine. The difference is, a lawyer has to pass the bar. Therefore, if he makes a mistake, he goes behind the bars. The doctor has to pass the boards. Therefore, if he makes a mistake, he goes under the board. Stop laughing, it's not funny. She's in there rolling on the floor. Seriously. I told her when she asked me the question, she says, what's the difference? I said, I don't know, because when they both talk, they're both lying. Come here. Come in here.
That's
Come here. Come
that's a
on. No.
politician too.
Come on. Come on. Come on in here. Explain this. Ladies and gentlemen. Well, ladies, gentlemen, anyway.
What is that about?
This is the only
No.
way you can do them. The only way you can think.
Hey,
Hello. Hello.
Ian, we can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Oh,
No, hear you.
You already told them.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you hear me now?
Don't.
Yes, we can.
Get them hands away. Turn things off. Get your hands away.
Can you hear me now?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. My question
Camera.
is,
Look at the camera.
what's the difference?
Engage with your audience.
Okay. What's the difference? Because you know I'm married to him. So what's the difference between a doctor and a bar? I mean, and a lawyer. Okay, what's the difference? All right, call it. Okay,
They've already
I'm
started
just
the show.
I'm just gonna tell you. So the doctor takes the board exam and the lawyer takes the bar exam. And why is that? Because when the lawyer messes up, you're gonna end up behind bars. If the doctor messes up, you're gonna end up under the board. So that is it. That's the difference. Okay, now it's done. All right, get it?
It was a good one.
Golly, I swear to God, that woman can turn anything off without even trying. She turned it off, putting them on. She turned it off, giving them back to me. No, Jim, she can't even do her own joke without even losing it. And Tony brings up a good point. I should have her come in and explain this to you, but I won't. We'll do that another night. Oh my goodness! I swear, how do you not? Never mind. Answer Tony's text real quick. All right, back to me. So where are we at here? I see some of you have seen I put a poll on tonight's chat.
Yeah,
I guess it's pinned to the top.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, is that normal? Yeah, I guess that would be normal. That makes sense.
Everybody said 100% yes, 8 votes.
That's good. I'm gonna run it.
I'm surprised Greg did not say no.
He hasn't voted yet.
Yes, I have.
All right, thanks.
So he said yes.
That's good.
That's shocking.
Well, he's
Well,
asleep during most of them.
I'm asleep through most of them myself, so I get it. I forgot. So earlier tonight, I sent out. I'm not going to share it because I don't want to. I don't want to give Greg his migraine just quite yet. But earlier tonight, I sent in Messenger the current version. Is that Chris?
Yep.
Okay, I was wondering what that was. Why? I'm gonna go to this one. Anyway, I updated and changed around our school thing a little bit, and I kind of like how it turned out.
Looks pretty good, actually.
I learned quite a bit today before my legs actually forced me to take a nap. And I just took some Advil and slept like a baby. All right, I posted that.
Yeah, I fell asleep on the couch for a couple of hours right after lunch.
I think it
I
posted
went to
that.
bed at 2 and got up at 12.
I don't even pay attention anymore to the time I go to bed. I just go to bed and set an alarm clock so I can get up and maybe in time to watch Doug and Dennis play. Sometimes I make
Well, I've been getting a break this week while I'm recuperating. My grandchildren are going to before and after school daycare at the school. Well, their dad's working, his schedule changed, so he can do that for a little while now.
I can
So I got to
actually
sleep
make
in.
one more change that I just watched it. I posted it to the group I created. I just watched it. I can make one more change. I can take the box, it's a square, the cube, it's a cube actually, and I can elongate it this way.
Now, what's in the cube? But I've been looking at it on my phone. It's not that you've done anything wrong, but it's very small on my phone.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't know. I had a phone question to ask. You saying that?
Sorry,
maybe-
we don't do phone questions on Wednesday. Have to wait till Thursday.
Okay. Oh shoot! Doggone it! You know what I forgot to do? I forgot 16 minutes. Okay, I can solve this problem. So I'm going to start the clock and I'm going to move it forward to the 15-minute mark. So there'll be a 15 pop up on the YouTube screen in just a second. There it is. There it was. Hopefully.
There it is.
No, well, Lone Dog is like Greg. Says he got a flip phone.
Well, at least you have a flip phone.
Well, Greg has one someplace.
Now this is interesting. I'm trying to God, I don't get how these phones work. I wanted to look at see what Jeff was talking about on the okay, there we go. It took forever. Yeah, that is rather small on a phone. You are right.
Nothing you've done wrong, you know.
Yeah, I can fix that. In fact, my idea to fix it on the computer will actually probably make it look good on there. What that is, Greg, is that's just a blank cube, and then I took that picture and put it on there. The cube itself does not move. The camera rotates around the cube, that's what gives it the effect that the cube is moving. And I've got to go in on my next project I do that with and really pay attention to making the camera move very smooth instead of all over the place. That one's literally all over the place. Not my best work by no means. Of course, I can't really say I've really had my best work yet.
You mean Jeff, not me.
Jeff, Greg, here, I'll solve that problem. Hold on. There, now that problem is solved. I put Jeff where you're normally at, and I put you where Jeff's normally at. Now, it didn't change on you guys' Zoom, but it changes on the stream. It won't help. I actually had work to do today, but my legs were bothering me, which is really strange because I took the Advil last night. Perfect. Slept all night, no cramps, no nothing. I slept really good. I got up. There's trouble.
Oh no, I
You know,
messaged him on
somebody just
Facebook.
gave you a no vote too.
Somebody just gave me
Never
a
guessed-
no
you'll never
vote.
guess who that was.
Yep,
I know who that was.
somebody just came in.
Let me see. Let me see
Yeah.
if I can get my guess correctly here. Let's see if I think the person that put my no vote suddenly disappears from the Zoom.
Yep,
Now we'll know when he comes back. Yep, he was the no vote. I knew it.
I don't care. I was just messing with you.
You would suck at poker, Alex. Your poker face would be horrible.
I like messing with Alex, I messaged him on Facebook and I'm like, you're late to Zoom. And,
He's got things
and
to
then all
do.
of a sudden he comes in.
Yeah.
I just like joking with him on
I'm not as
Facebook when he
busy. I'm
doesn't
not
show
as
up.
busy as you think. If I may, I may stream that repair. I haven't decided yet. Depends on if it's anything.
I think you
If it's
should. I still think you should. I think from the minute you get it until the minute you give it back or throw it away or whatever, I think you should. Okay.
Alex, you seriously need to talk to him about getting a new computer.
I'm seriously going to. I think his main objective is to just get the files off the computer.
That's
But
a
even-
question for Jim. Do you think the files will work from XP to Windows 10?
But I think
they're too old. A lot, except for like
it
pictures.
depends on what files they are. If they're Word and Excel and PowerPoint.
Data files haven't changed in, I don't know how long, a long time.
Oh, look what Chris is doing. He's grabbing that dog and be like, let's go.
But on account of I'll still have to order something to get the files off, and I'll have to wait a day or two before I get that thing. If it's that old, if it's as old as what I think it is, I'll still try to get the computer to work so I can get the files off before I get the adapter for the USB.
Chris, let me guess. You took the dog out for the
No.
night.
In the pen.
Oh,
I was trying to figure out how Greg got in the middle, and then I realized Alex came in, which bumps him to the middle. And then if someone else
Oh.
comes in, Blackwatch will move over, and then so okay, that makes sense. Cool.
Man, I'm getting close to the top again.
Well, let's see here. If we did this the way some of us would like to see it, Greg would go there.
A while back, my
go
aunt
there.
bought me. I don't know where it came from, but a while back, my aunt brought me my aunt on my dad's side brought me a laptop she had got. A 2005 model laptop she got. It only had it was like a 20 gig hard drive and 1 gig of RAM, and she wanted it fixed. I just threw Linux on it, called it fixed.
so I had an older HP laptop that I got off this guy. I put a solid state drive in it and only had 2 gigs of RAM, and it was really, really fast. And it was only DDR2 RAM, and it was really fast running Windows 10 64-bit. Bro, I was surprised. I thought it was going to be slow with the RAM and stuff, but no, it was really, really fast.
They say the slowest part of the computer is the hard drive. So if you, I've yet to put a solid state drive in a really old like DDR2 computer.
Yeah, these newer laptops, if they come with a hard drive for Windows 10, they're slow.
So I put the Zoom in the order with a little bit of controversy on the top row. I know it's between Jeff and Blackwatch as to who's older. So Jeff is currently first, Greg is second, then Blackwatch, then me. Then I'm not sure who's older, Sean or Chris. I think you two are about the same age. And of course, we got the little baby professor in the bottom. I think that's correct. Sean, are you breathing, Sean?
Yeah.
Okay, you had me worried there for a minute. You weren't moving.
About to get older too, so.
Oh, that's right. You got a birthday coming up, don't you?
Yeah,
No, I was looking up this for laptops that come out with a IDE to serial ATA adapter for like, you can put it in a laptop that has the IDE drive and it'll convert it into a SATA drive so you can put a solid state drive in it.
Like I already have, I already have one of them SATA toaster dock things. Is there some kind of circuit board or some kind of adapter that is just strictly the adapter piece that I can plug into the SATA port of one of those of this hard drive docking station? Or do I have to buy something completely separate with its own separate power supply and USB cable?
Somebody had a question. Oh, I think it was Chris, but you solved your Zoom problem, right?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. ID Wintermute says ID to SATA or SATA, however you want to pronounce it.
They make that the desktop for desktops too.
Yeah.
But my question was, is there just like a little adapter board, just like a little circuit board that you can
Alex, look at this, my screen.
Yep, that looks vaguely familiar.
something like that there?
Yeah, you can put that in a desktop. It says it's for a desktop. It's a converter adapter.
Can we put Zoom in the order who acts their age, please?
I could be a long time figuring that out.
That would be.
Oh,
very-
okay. Wintermute was asking what kind of an adapter you wanted. I misunderstood. So
For my purposes, I think I would need a SATA to IDE, not an
Here you go, Alex.
SATA.
good Lord, that's practical.
That's an IDE to SATA converter external hard drive adapter. $32, but
I know, but listen to my question. I have one of those hard drive toasters that has SATA ports. Is there like a little circuit board that I can get that I can connect to my existing docking station and be able to convert the SATA port in it to an IDE port to be able to plug this old hard drive in?
Why don't you go IDE to USB?
Yes, I understand that, but I was trying to avoid having to buy another piece of equipment with its own separate USB and power cord.
It doesn't have a power.
I was trying to use what I've already got and just get the one little adapter piece if they make such a thing.
I have a question. How come Jim's biting his tongue so hard?
I don't see Jim in the Zoom. I see Rick in the Zoom.
No, I can see him from here when Alex is talking about it.
Your
Does
vision has.
everybody understand what I'm wanting?
I think I understand it because you don't have much room.
So
We
wait,
un-
let me
we un-
let me paraphrase. You got a 20-year-old computer coming in, correct?
Yes.
It's probably going to have an IDE hard drive in it, correct?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yes.
You want to plug in something to the IDE and plug the other into SATA so that you can transfer the data onto the SATA drive? Is that
No.
okay? Then I
no.
don't understand.
You know the hard drive toaster thing you've got, the docking station you've got?
Yes, I do.
It's got SATA ports in the bottom of it, right?
Yes, it does.
I want a little adapter piece, circuit board or whatever that will plug into the SATA port of my docking station that I already have. And on the other side, it'll give me a IDE so I can use my existing docking station that's SATA to plug in his old crappy IDE. hard drive.
Sean, can you show that first thing you showed? I'm going to spotlight you. Oh, maybe I'm not going to
He's lost
spotlight
me
you. Hold
now.
on. No, go ahead and show it again if you would, please.
He
I
wants a
will spotlight
SATA
you.
IDE converter that doesn't require a separate power supply.
or USB cable. So I've
Right.
already got that.
What one, the little adapter, that thing, the
Yeah,
circle board with the adapter?
Yeah, one that had the, I think,
Okay,
maybe.
so this one right here. That's the one I first showed.
Okay, so that's kind of what I was talking about. You would plug in the IDE on the bottom one on the right, plug in the SATA on the top, give it power from somewhere, obviously, because there's power
But
there.
correct me if I'm wrong, that is a male SATA connection. Right?
Alex, just do
Yeah.
what I do. Alex, just do what I do. Order from Amazon, use it, then return it. That's what I do all the time. I just
Or you could do something else Sean does all the time and sit on your ass all day and watch YouTube videos. Ah, your choice. So Greg, hold on. You're sharing your screen, but it didn't go full screen for some reason. Let me figure out what's going on here.
He didn't pay his monthly rent.
All right, so he's showing a Kingwin SSD/SATA ID bridge board adapter. Would that be something you're looking for, Alex?
What is the other side? What does the SATA connection look like?
Actually, I probably have something that you could plug. You could. Wow, do I still have that?
Oh, Ken had a brain fart.
No, I think I have the. I think he could actually use this thing that I have. Greg, go down to on the left squares until I say stop, please. Go down another one. You're going up, but right there, stop. So that piece right there that's off of the drive.
That hard drive, that's a picture of a hard drive, right? So the hard drive that they're plugging the piece into is SATA.
Right, but I've got a piece that's like that converts it from IDE to SATA, and then you should be able to plug it in. I'll have to dig it out and look, so I'll do that tomorrow morning.
No. I need the opposite direction. I need one that I can plug the IDE
Oh,
side.
he needs a female to female, right?
Yeah, I need a female to female. Female SATA to female, or female IDE to female SATA.
Okay, Wintermute just put a link into the
I think that's what
YouTube
you
chat.
Oh yeah, that's more like what he needs. Look at that, Alex. It's got a female, or it's female adapter converter to that's something you need, Alex.
Well, yeah, all the ones I'm finding for what I need is something like that. That first one up there, that's $25, but those come with the separate. Those are a whole nother separate thing.
I don't think they make something that old for like a toaster that you have. I think yours is pretty much newer, so I don't think they make like one of those adapters. You might just have to buy something and return it after you're done using it. Or do what Ken said, sit on your ass all day and watch YouTube videos.
Whoa, don't be blaming me for that. As we Filipinos say, don't blame on me.
Well, I'm not going to buy it and return it. I'm going to buy it and keep it as sure as I return it. I'm going to need it again.
20 years
Jim,
later.
Please come in Zoom and talk some sense into this boy.
20 years
Jim,
later.
calling Jim.
Alex, you got to wonder at the end of this, and you do all you got to do, and you're sitting there with that big 25-cent piece in your hand. You got to wonder why.
I'm sure between us and you and everyone will get it figured out for you. But the main thing is
Oh,
Jim just put a chat link in.
believe me, I will charge this guy for the part to
The link I put in will take everything.
Oh, shit, he came in without me even knowing.
I told you,
Jim was in here?
I
I
told,
didn't even hear him come in.
I told you I was bringing him in. He was-
Isn't my fault you're not paying attention and have your head up your ass?
No, that's because he's sitting. Never mind. So I brought up the link that Jim posted, startech.com USB 3.0 to SATA IDE adapter.
It takes everything.
I'm going to actually.
It's a little pricey. It's a little pricey now, but it takes everything.
That's what I was just looking at.
StarTech is one of the best manufacturers of stuff, in my opinion. StarTech.
So, Alex, look at this one that I'm sharing on Zoom. Take a gander at that.
And I have it. So I'm not just blowing smoke. I've actually got it.
So I see that one side's got this.
Here's what you've got. You've got laptop IDE on one side, 3.5-inch IDE on the other side, and it'll also accept the SATA drive.
Nice.
It does everything.
So, Alex, are you still here?
yes.
Does this look like something that you would be able to work with?
Yes, I could really work with any of those other ones. That's not the question. I was just trying to see if I could get something that I could use with the SATA dock that I already have.
No, I don't think you're going to find that.
Like one of them little circuit boards we were looking at. I just needed to be the right direction, and I need to be the right, female and male combination.
I think that's my hint to stop sharing my screen.
But that may not exist. I mean, I may be chasing rabbits that don't exist.
Why is Sean still full screen?
I don't know.
Because when you changed me when you spotlight me, I changed from gallery to speaker.
He's not full screen on mine.
No, I just changed it. So Jim looks like he's got something scrolling down. It's a new effect.
What?
Yeah.
Ah.
It almost looks like you've got something that's rolling.
Oh, that's just that's because the freaking camera's dark again.
Oh,
Give me
okay.
a second. I'll fix that. Give me a
Kind of
second.
liked it though.
Yeah.
I just find it a little strange that there's not a female IDE to female or female IDE to a female SATA circuit board that I could plug into my existing docking station.
Yeah.
Like I said, your docking station is probably a lot newer than when ID was out, so you're probably not going to find one like that.
Exactly.
Possibly.
Well, Alex, they got a better answer out of you than they would have with me. Something that old, I would have told her to walk up to the nearest dumpster and throw it in. I don't work on anything that's more than 4 years old. Nothing. 4 years old, take it to somebody else. I ain't gonna work on it.
Rick, do you also charge to look at things?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, see,
The minute you walk in, you
do
better
that
drop
too.
$50. Well, it's 45. It'd been nice because they asked me to take a few bucks off it, so it's $45 walk-in fee.
Yeah, see, Alex, you gotta charge something to look at it. You got to.
And that gets applied to
Or other than
the
that, they're
repair?
gonna walk all over you, like
Yeah.
Jim said
Okay.
the other day. They're just gonna walk all over you and they're not gonna care.
So you charge them before they leave. When they bring it before they leave, you go ahead and charge them.
No,
No,
it gets
you charge
accounted
them
to their bill
before
when
you-
they come pick it up.
Yeah.
And it's called walk-in fee. You
Yeah.
walk in the doors with a laptop or a computer, say, yeah, I'll charge you for that.
So I have to
Well, that's
play.
fine. I just want it fixed. Like, okay.
I have to play devil's. Let's see how much trouble I get in for this advocate. So if they
Oh.
walk in, they give you a computer, they give you $50 to fix it, and they never show up for 6 months, do you keep the 50 and sell the machine?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, that's what I do.
Yes, you
Okay.
do.
Okay.
You're well within the law to do that.
All right.
If it's considered abandoned. And if it's abandoned, you do what you want with it.
Alex's favorite movie is Jurassic.
And at the place I worked at, you signed a form that says that if it's left for more than, I don't remember what it was either 60 or 90 days, it would be considered abandoned.
Okay. I just wondered.
Okay, well, what do you do with a 20-year-old computer but abandon it? You know, really.
That's
I think there might be. I think Alex has actually got a good point. He's probably just wanting the data off of it. There
That's
might be
fine.
something on there.
That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but
I would charge to look at it though, just to see if I can get the data off of it. I would charge.
Well, but if you
Well, I
can
know I
get the
can-
data
know I can-
off, are you going to apply the walk-in fee to the time you spent retrieving the data?
I charge $45 when somebody brings me a computer, no matter what. You pay me the $45 when you bring me the computer or go somewhere else.
All right, but if you can fix it and you do fix it, is that $45 applied to the time that you spend fixing it?
Yeah, and it goes
Yeah.
towards the repair.
Okay.
It
all
goes
right,
towards
that's
the
fine then.
repair and everything, but
It's
they
like when I
have
go
to
to
pay
my
me
mechanic.
$45 up front.
Yeah, I go to
Because-
my mechanic and he charges a diagnosis fee.
Yeah.
If you let him fix it, he considers that part of the repair time.
Yeah, I started charging $45 when that dude dropped those 2 computers off at my front doorstep and never came back. I started charging $45.
Well, but you sold those, right?
Yeah, but I've learned my lesson because I spent a lot of money fixing them. And he said he was gonna pay me for it, and he never did. He just dropped them off and said, "See ya." I tried to call. I texted him, "Oh, I'll be tomorrow. Oh, I'll be there the next day. Oh, I'll be there the next day." And I said, "You know what? Forget about it. I'm gonna sell your computers. Don't come back to me.
Well,
You come back
Sean,
and you're gonna end up on the."
a few years ago, Alex had a bad habit of doing that.
This
so-
will be interesting. We have an 11th. Oh, it doesn't. Maybe this is going to work.
Uh-oh.
I really thought when Wintermute joined, it would screw up Zoom, but it doesn't. It proportionally keeps the same. Also, we do look like we're a
trying
little.
to screw it up.
Yeah, I figured as much. But evening, Wintermute.
Got me all.
How are you?
Oh, I know what I did. I moved it over so that I could put some of the Twidget command or comments in there. I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good.
A long day.
I just don't know how I feel about charging people just to look at the machines, even if I don't do anything.
Now you know your problem, Alex. You've isolated your main problem. Really.
If you had to spend some time determining whether it's repairable or not, your time's worth something.
Yeah.
And then what if you can't do anything? What if you give it back and he says, "Oh, I'm not gonna pay you anything"? Then you just spent all this time, hours, days, whatnot, working on something, and you just got robbed.
Well, the second I put money into it, or the second I attempt to do anything, retrieve files or anything, he's getting charged.
No, but the time you spend determining whether it's repairable or not is worth something. So if you charge him, say, $50 up front,
Charge a diagnostic fee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
diagnostic fee, it's like you take your car to a mechanic, he's gonna charge you a diagnostic fee whether he fixes it or not. If he fixes it, the fee goes towards the repair.
Oh, try again. I had a fuel pump gone and he charged 2 guys holding the wire. It's either this a fuel pump, $78. And I said to him, I had it done. What's this? You know,
You have a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Blackwash.
no, I just, they charged me $78, for 2 guys to hold the clip up, to see that it was getting power. Couldn't believe it. I never went back.
Hey, Alex, I got a thought.
Okay.
This one didn't hurt too bad. What if? What
When you
if?
get older, it starts to hurt, Ken.
I know, I'm aware. What if you told people, I will charge you $20 to diagnose your PC, laptop, Nintendo, whatever it is you're going to work on, and then they agree to that. They bring it in. They give you $20, or you look at it. If you can't fix it, out of the kindness of your heart, even though you told him we were going to charge them $20, just say, hey, look, this one's on me. But in the future, if you have any additional computer issues or repairs, please bring it to me. What about that thought?
Next thing's gonna be, give me a
I
box.
tell them that anyway. I tell them, I just don't ask them to give me money, but every time somebody brings me a computer, whether I can fix it or not, when they come back to pick it up, or even before in a message or whatever, I say, next time you have an issue or need a new computer, or thinking about buying a new computer, come to me and let me tell you what I think about it.
Let's go
Now-
down memory lane. How much did you charge Terry to fix her computer?
I think I charged her $150, I think.
And how many days did it take you to repair that?
No more than 3 or 4 days. As
You're
long as
gonna-
it took.
You're gonna starve, lad. The rest
How
of your
many
life is
hours of
starve.
labor did you expend in that 3 or 4 days?
Well, okay, I'll give you an example. Somebody brought me a all-in-one computer.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Somebody brought me an all-in-one computer one day, because I saw their post on Facebook that their computer couldn't boot, and it needed a new hard drive because it said a boot device inaccessible, because I posted a picture of it. I told them, go to Office Depot, buy an SSD. They came over to my house, brought me the computer and a brand new SSD in the package. We was able to get that thing open, put that SSD in, and I was able to install the software, have it all done by the next day. Only took me 10 hours.
10
I
hours.
worked on it from 1 o'clock in the afternoon all the way up until probably 10, 11 o'clock at night.
All right, how much did you charge for the 10 hours of labor?
I charged the whole thing. I didn't charge for the part because, of course, they got it and brought it to me that particular time. But had charged $75. But the guy liked my work so much, he gave me $100.
That's still pretty cheap labor.
Okay, I've wiped the tears
You
of
gotta
laughter out of my
value-
eyes. I'm back.
Yeah, it's now Kerry Holzman is right about one thing. You have to figure out how much you value your own time.
Yes.
But you do realize something, Alex, and today, at least up here, if you're not making 800 to 1,000 a week, you're gonna starve. You're gonna have a roof over your head and that's it.
Yeah.
But you see, I don't have right now, I don't have that problem, because my mom and dad pay the electricity, they pay the internet, they pay all that. So this is kind of like just my secondary income or whatever. I'm not reliant on I don't rely on having a paycheck coming in, or having because if
So you want to subsidize your customers, is that what you're saying? Really? I mean, like.
well, if I did have to pay my own electric bill and internet bill and all this, and pay for my own groceries, I would have a serious issue if I strictly had the same amount of customers I do now bringing me stuff, because it goes very slowly. I haven't had anybody bring me anything for quite a while.
Advertise?
I've actually gotten
Do you advertise anywhere?
I try only to about 20 or 30 or 40 Facebook groups
Your Facebook group?
and public, and at least one of the Facebook groups I know at least has 40,000 people in it.
I don't know.
I did radio commercials for a while, but that got very expensive. I ended up dropping that after the first year.
Yeah. It's,
Thought about putting it up on Craigslist, but I don't know if I can do that without buying
they
something.
charge you. Craigslist charges for what
I put
services to advertise on.
Yeah, I don't
It's
want
not
to
much.
do that. I don't want to do that.
I put my ads in the computer part of Craigslist and the computer parts part of Craigslist. I don't pay nothing to Craigslist to advertise my computer business. I put it in both the computer parts, the general tab, the electronics tab, and the computer parts tab.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
only-
pay
they only
anything to
charge, like,
Craigslist. Yes,
Only
I've
charge
had people,
certain categories.
yeah, I've had people flag my ads, tell me, oh, you need to put it in the business part of Craigslist, but
Right.
lately I've been just having them in there. Nobody's flagged me in a while.
And I gotta be honest, most of my business comes from people that I go to church with, or people that I've already done, people that have found me on Facebook, people that I've already done stuff for, and they tell their family that I've done stuff for them. And I
Word of
get
mouth is the best advertising.
their friends and family to do.
Well, if you're keeping occupied with that and you're satisfied with that,
Yeah.
that's fine. But even for those people, you want to value your time as to what you're actually worth. And 10 hours of work for $75, you aren't valuing yourself highly enough, even considering, pardon me to be
But
blunt.
you have to
the fact that
understand
you're-
most of that time, it only takes like what, 5-10 minutes to put an SSD in and put the cover back on. Most of that time is me sitting and waiting on Windows to install, or sitting and waiting
Well,
on
that's
updates.
fine, but
download.
you
So I'm
maybe
not
need
actually
to do
doing
like
it.
Doug does and just keep track of how much time you're actually spending doing something.
Yeah,
And if you do something else while you're waiting, that's fine, but
sure.
time you're actually expending doing something. I mean, what would somebody pay if they went to a regular?
Best Buy,
Computer
I know Best Buy
storefront?
charges at least $100 to just look at the machine.
No, but how much are they going to ask per hour to actually work on it?
Look
Now,
at it,
they've got expenses that you don't, like a storefront and overhead and blah, 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 and you can take that into account. But your time's worth something.
Yep.
Alex, would you go out to a job right now, starting Monday, and be happy with $7.50 an hour?
No, I want at least 15 to 20,
Why?
probably 20.
Why are you working now for $7.50? Why? Why are you getting greedy?
So the other thing that I was going to bring up is not YouTube, but you're located just outside of Little Rock by about what, a half hour ish or so?
45 minutes, something like that.
Okay, a
Yeah.
little bit farther than I thought. So that hurts you as well. You got the big city of Little Rock that probably has a couple hundred repair shops in it.
And the Sheridan computer repair guy is up at the square right across from the courthouse. Everybody in this town knows about that guy. Everybody takes their stuff to that guy. That guy works on all the police departments' computers, their tablets, or whatever. So that hurts me too.
They're in Sheridan.
Yes.
Well, just talk to Barney Fife and tell him you want to do his computer work for him.
Indy.
The problem is people, at least here in this town, people either take their stuff to that guy to get it fixed, or they don't get it fixed at all, and they just go buy a new one because computers, especially laptops, have gotten so cheap because most people don't realize what they're buying, but they just go buy the cheapest thing.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe right, maybe I do need to change the way I'm doing things, but I mean,
Well, you can charge less than Best Buy or this computer repair guy or whatever, because he's got a storefront and overhead and stuff like that. But if you take that into account, your actual labor is worth more than you're charging.
Oh yeah. Without a doubt. Remind me when we end the stream. I have something I need to bring up.
There goes the man again.
Two things actually, but I'm sure I'll forget. If you guys remind me, I'll remember.
Huh?
Exactly. What? What was that?
Huh?
Well, I had a question for Jim, and I didn't write it down. I forgot what it was now. It'll probably come to me
I
about
have one.
Wednesday.
Speaking of that, I have a question for Jim.
Oh, there you go. That saves my ass. Go ahead.
Hang on just a second.
Oh, good Lord. He's looking for a note.
One.
First time caller, long time backstage.
Oh, let me highlight you. Hold on. I'll spotlight you. All right. You are spotlighted.
Gotta
Whoa, that's scary.
Damn, we can see Josh or Alex's eyeballs.
Yeah, you can.
Does
What the hell is?
Oh, I know the answer.
do you know what that green square adapter is for, Jim?
What?
Green square.
Move it to your right a
Right,
little
yeah.
bit. Move it up and to your right. Go straight up with, there you go. Stop right there. Perfect. Don't move. I want you to stay like that the rest of the stream. Stop moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't the slightest idea what
He's
that
talking
is.
about
Oh,
that big square thing in the middle with the two
yeah,
square
that looks
holes.
like
I've seen some
it
power
looks like
plugs
it's
out
a
like that.
it looks like it's a terminal block for power or something. That's what it looks like.
I'll give you a hint. I do know it connects to it's a universal plug for something that connects to a universal power adapter I have.
Looks more like a flux capacitor to me.
Is it possible it's for connections that work outside the US?
No, it looks like it might be a power pole connection, Anderson power pole, but that's a guess. I can't really. There's not enough detail really for me to see what it is.
Well, he needs to get back over to the left and up a little bit because that way it's
No, it's just there's not enough detail on the video.
no. I mean, you can't share.
He's probably running at something like 720 or something like that for the resolution on the camera.
All right.
If I knew this was show and tell, I would have brought my pet rock.
If you give me a minute, I'll go to my front yard and get a pet rock.
There you go.
What's
Now I'll
that?
turn the video. I'll make the video HD, and you can see if that
All right.
change the zoom settings, and maybe that'll help.
Okay.
Blackwatch, I'll ship him one of my pet rocks COD.
Raise it up. You got to get it. All right.
There we go. Got some
Perfect.
light on it
Oh,
now.
yeah, you got light on it. Right. Up. You had light on it.
Yeah, I'm just I can't really identify it.
Okay, let me try something here. No, that won't work. I was going to try to snip it real quick and see if I could
Yeah.
expand it, but I don't think I can.
No, that's probably not a good idea.
Gives me a good idea for a comedy bit, though.
Oh, I'm sure.
Can I take the spotlight off now?
Yeah, take the spotlight off.
Taking the
Yeah.
spotlight off.
I can't believe I found that damn thing. Son of a bitch. I thought I lost this tiny screw forever, but I found it. Son of a gun.
This is what I gotta show you guys, see? This,
My
I have a
gosh.
list, I have a flash drive that says repair on it. And I have a list of names that go down, and I list everything I repair. Oops. Everything I repair for everybody that I work for. And I got another flash drive somewhere else that has a lot more than just that on there, but.
You
I've
got
also
a
got,
backup for that?
huh?
You got a backup?
I also have, I don't bring them out, but in my closet, I have probably about
It's too big.
350 hard drives on a shelf in there that have a lot of data on them from all my customers. I charge $100 every 2 months to keep their data on a hard drive in my closet. So
How's that going to do for them? It's an old, it's old stuff.
Yeah, really.
That's not going to do anything for them. Why would they allow you to keep that in the first place? I don't quite get that.
I put a link in Zoom to that power adapter I've got.
Oh, okay.
If that helps.
Well, maybe it will identify what that part is. I don't know.
It says it's a DC terminal connector or whatever, but I still don't understand what you would use that for, which is what I was trying to
oh
determine.
yeah,
It looks like that little thing with the green there on the bottom might plug into that square port. And then the other side plugs into something.
The other side of this.
Oh, okay. I
Square
see what
port.
it is.
yeah, it's a DC terminal connector, but what would you use that for, Jim?
Looking at this thing, I don't know. I have no idea what you would use that for.
I think we're all
It looks
looking
like
at
you
it.
connect a black wire and a red wire into it.
Correct, to give
and then
it
you
power, and
plug
then
it
you
into
plug it
the-
in. Right,
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But what would you plug it into?
I don't know.
That's the question.
I'm not looking at it.
Well, you're the rebel of the group, Greg. We accept that nowadays. So when you go over to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th picture from the 6th picture from the top, and it shows the different things you can use it for. It shows everything except that one thing. It shows a phone, a router, a camera, a USB hub, and then the word more, but I don't think more is going to take us anywhere. It does not.
You know, Greg, wearing that Confederate flag as a loincloth kind of gives you away every time, bud.
Hey, what can I say?
Just saying. You might want to cover up now and again when the camera.
Oh, it runs a Raspberry Pi as well.
Yeah.
And it's got a USB port on the bottom of the actual plug that plugs into the wall.
The hell is crawling across my desk? You're not an ant. Are you what they call a silverworm? It's about a quarter inch long. It's got an antenna that's about an inch long.
Haven't seen one in a long time. We used to have what my mom called silverfish.
I think that's what this is. Whoops.
Gross.
He flies.
Gross.
Yep. He flew away, so.
Anyway, that's one of life.
Oh, by the way, where's Jose at? I want to tell that young man I had nightmares last night about people bending their thumbs backwards.
What?
Oh, you missed it.
You left.
Apparently I did.
You left before the fun started.
He has thumbs that are longer than my fingers and they're double jointed.
Jesus.
I also know a friend, he can, Ken, I don't think like hearing this either, but I got a friend, he can pull up in his thumb hard enough, he can pull it out of his joint and fold it all the way back.
Oh, Lord.
Then put it back in and hit his thumb, snaps it back in place and works just fine. He's been doing that for years, ever since he had that accident 10 years ago. His hand's been all messed up. He had to pull his thumb right out of his socket and pull all the way backwards and then snap it back in place.
Ugh.
Jesus.
So apparently we're at an hour because I see the little cone where the number's supposed to be. We are at 1 hour and 4 minutes. I'll go ahead and hit the button. Get the
Commonly called 64 minutes.
that too.
Yeah.
Get the outro going. I did manage to make that to where the numbers no longer are visible until the 15-minute mark, the half-hour mark, the 45-minute mark, and the 60-minute mark. Everything in between, they're gone.
I'm just wondering, Tony typed in night and he didn't hit enter for the last 45 minutes. I think he wants to get out.
Gotta get Tony on the after Zoom stream.
Do you need a new eraser?
For what? Getting rid of all that?
Yeah,
No, I literally had to do it frame by frame. And then I got about halfway through, I figured out, wait a minute, I don't have to do this frame by frame. I have to start at the frame that it starts to show, make that color black, go all the way to the frame where it shows 100%, make that color frame black, and guess what? Anything in between is going to be black. It only took about 10 minutes to do. It wasn't too bad. So there's the,
told you in 2 minutes.
go ahead and hit the stop stream. Long Dog, Tony, anyone else that may have popped into chat? I have no idea. Let me go through here real quick.
Oh,
I don't see anybody else.
Jim,
Thank-
Long Dog wants you to get an overhead camera. He can't see what you're doing. Just saying.
I got enough cameras. I don't need any more.
Not you, Jim.
Oh,